Now, this is the first full school year that the state's chief of school safety and security will be on the job. The position is relatively new, but the Texas School Safety Center, meanwhile, has been around for decades.
Yet a lot of people don't know what either is or what they do. We introduce you to both in this KSAT Explains. Passing by this building on a corner in San Marcos, you never know the critically important mission that's underway inside.
I was just trying to get the threat assessment case worksheet up.
This is Brian Clayson.
I'm the program manager of training and education
At the Texas School Safety Center. Not a large, flashy facility packed with high-tech gadgets, but an ordinary office building with a statewide reach. Brian's role?
Take the laws that are on the books and any clarifications that come from TEA and create trainings for school districts and school-based law enforcement to utilize.
And that can be a big job because laws created here don't often spell out how to put them into practice here.
The Texas School Safety Center was actually created in 1999, shortly after the Columbine school shooting, to officially serve as the central clearinghouse for school safety to provide training, research, and technical assistance to public schools.
Some of that includes training for a school threat that is all too familiar, an active shooter. It was the murders of 19 children and 2 teachers in Uvalde that prompted Governor Greg Abbott to order the creation of this man's job.
Okay.
My name is John Scott, and I am the Chief of School Safety and Security at Texas Education Agency. I spent the vast majority of my adult life protecting the most powerful people in the world. But now I have the opportunity to use those skills to protect the most important people in the world, which are children.
Scott's background is in the United States Secret Service, serving in roles that included the Assistant Special Agent in Charge in the North Texas District and in the Vice Presidential Protective Division in Washington, D.C.
Coming from a career in the Secret Service, I've had the opportunity to set up and establish, run, and supervise security operations at venues all across America and all across the world. I grew up in Texas schools. My kids went to Texas schools. My wife was actually a teacher in Texas schools.
Scott believes the new Office of School Safety and Security within the Texas Education Agency professionalizes school safety in the state.
Before, not that there weren't professionals out there, but it wasn't an organized push or an organized program. Now with us, I think that we can bring some experience to the table, some techniques that, seeing things not coming from the school environment, I see things a little differently.
Scott says he talks to school superintendents daily. 1,400 of them have his personal cell phone number. And he also communicates closely with the Texas School Safety Center.
We're working in coordination with TEA, who serves as the regulatory entity who will be checking to make sure that school districts are following these school safety mandates.
Many of the trainings and resources provided by the School Safety Center are done online or through conversations like these.
Before a team may conduct a threat assessment, they must first notify the parent or guardian.
A big part of Brian's work is establishing and training behavioral threat assessment teams for schools.
Threat assessment teams are charged with identifying students who are on the pathway to violence.
Those teams had to have someone from each of these areas of expertise when the state began requiring them in 2019. But that was tough for districts that don't have those resources. So the state eased those requirements, and the School Safety Center is helping schools navigate that.
Okay, how do we figure out how to get as much of this expertise onto the team as possible? So we really want law enforcement. We really want mental health. We want to make sure that our students with special needs are being accounted for.
Each campus could have its own threat assessment team, or the district could have teams that serve multiple campuses.
We know that students often are the first to know about these types of threats. Leakage is very common. Someone knew something. And so part of the school behavioral threat assessment training that we provide is really trying to educate these teams to go back and educate the parents and the students about identifying concerning behaviors.
I say, walk me through a scenario where a parent or a student reports something during the school day. You're staffed, you're there, and you need to respond. I also want to hear about a threat that comes in anonymously at midnight on Saturday. How do you guys get together, and who's determining this is something that we need to act on now.
Active shooter training is provided to law enforcement by the Alert Center at Texas State University. House Bill 3, signed into law this year, requires all peace officers and school resource officers to get that training at least every 4 years. HB 3 also calls for annual intruder detection audits of schools, which began after the Robb Elementary School shooting. The TEA oversees those inspections.
Can you talk a little bit about what that audit entails?
Well, we don't want to go too much into what the audit entails. Well, you would show a team your game plan. The students don't even know it's occurring. Most staff don't even know it's occurring, but it's a good check to make sure that what a superintendent believes is happening on their campuses is actually happening.
The School Safety Center also trains for threats that happen more often, like cyberbullying, extreme weather, or even hazardous materials. 40% of Texas school campuses have train tracks nearby.
And so, do you know what's on those trains? What kind of chemicals? What if there was a crash and there was a spill?
The recently enacted HB 3 also requires the Safety Center to review school emergency operations plans every year. Those plans must include an active shooter response plan. In a 2017 to 2020 audit of Texas schools, only 200 of the more than 1,000 districts reviewed had what the School Safety Center called a viable active shooter policy. A new district audit is currently underway.
Do you know if the School Safety Center has knowledge or evidence of times when something was stopped through this kind of training?
Well, it's hard to prove a negative. We know that they're not happening every single day. And so there are going to be so many situations that we never hear about because they were averted. We may not be able to prevent these types of situations 100% of the time, but through school behavioral threat assessment done with Fidelity, we can prevent them most of the time.
We're not talking about someone's attendance or grades, we're talking about life or death.
Another requirement of HB 3 says that districts must establish clear ways for students to report concerning behavior. Many of our local districts have ways to report online through their websites. We have a link to every district in San Antonio and surrounding counties within this story on KSAT12. You can scan this QR code here to go straight to that story. You can also find our KSAT Explains coverage on the KSAT YouTube page as well. We'll be right back. Well, Labor Day weekend is upon us, and travel on the roads is expected to be the busiest today, but flyers are expected to face the most crowded airports tomorrow.
But there is some good news as major airports in Florida reopened today following Hurricane Idalia. ABC's Melissa Adan has the details from Los Angeles.
The dog days of summer are almost over, but according to the Transportation Safety Administration, it's been the busiest summer for air travel on record. The TSA expects to screen more than 14 million passengers over the Labor Day holiday weekend. That's up almost 11% from last year, with its busiest day expected tomorrow. Tampa International, among other major Florida airports, back open after shuttering due to Hurricane Idalia. A warning for travelers headed through Georgia and the Carolinas. You may face possible weather delays. But if you're heading to your destination by car, make sure to pack your patience as traffic on the roads is expected to be at its worst today. AAA says driving is the preferred method of transportation this Labor Day weekend, and average gas prices are sitting around $3.82 per gallon across the country.
I just left the gas station because the prices, I was like $3.99.
Despite the sticker shock some are still feeling, prices appearing to level off since last year. AAA says the busiest time to travel for the holiday is today, Friday between 11 a.m. and 9 p.m. You'll likely also hit some heavy traffic. Experts advising if you want to avoid the logjam this weekend, the best time to travel is before 7 a.m. or after 8 p.m., while others are just choosing to stay put.
I don't go anywhere, so I'll be safe.
Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, look outside with live cam here with 99 degrees right now. It's hot out there. We know that. We're going to talk about the Labor Day weekend forecast in just a bit, but we mentioned some airports opening back up after Idalia.
What's the latest on the tropics, Adam?
Yeah, the Idalia, it's post-tropical cyclone now, so it's no longer really tropical in nature, and it's moving east off the east coast, so everything's looking A-OK in terms of getting all the air travel back up and running, and conditions are good for recovery efforts. Anyway, around here, we're feeling the heat. Triple digits will continue to pile up. We've got some records to talk about, and I'll have the latest on the rest of the tropics in just a bit.
A lot of people curious about the weekend forecast with the holiday ahead. But first, we're going to get an update on the tropics, Adam.
Yeah, some systems out there, none of them really heading toward the U.S., but we have some to look at. So let's get right to it. Of course, we had Idalia, which hit Florida's Big Bend just yesterday morning and then pushed off to the northeast, and now it's post-tropical and it's out to sea, so even its rain is exiting the Outer Banks. We've got Franklin, Category 1. That's northeast of Bermuda. That's headed off to the north. We also have Hosea, tropical storm. That's headed south, but really inconsequential, and it's going to dissipate in a couple of days. You go farther out in the Atlantic, closer to Africa, and we've got a couple of waves. One of them, 90% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone, a tropical depression, tropical storm, maybe even hurricane in the next 7 days. Now, this is very interesting. Justin Horn put this together earlier today because we were talking just amongst our, in the Weather Center, just how the Gulf Coast has really been hit hard by major hurricanes since even just 2017. You look at all these major being Category 3 and above. Of course, Harvey, Laura comes to mind, Zeta, Ida, Michael, Idalia, Ian, just last year. We're coming up. September will be the 1-year anniversary of Ian, and Irma as well. So the Gulf has really taken a big hit from Florida all the way around to Texas here in our neck of the woods over the past several years. All right, here's the big picture right now. Non-storm related showers in parts of the Gulf and even Florida. We've got this upper level disturbance over Louisiana. It's a disturbance, and we often look for them to kickstart some rain, but this one's going to be insignificant, inconsequential. It'll be drifting overhead, but unfortunately, it's not going to kickstart anything in terms of rain. And overall, the upper level high, the big blue H, it grips our pattern and is our primary influence going forward. So 102 today, 1 degree shy of the record. We've had 64 100-degree days, and today marks the end, of course, of August and the end of meteorological summer. It is the hottest month on record here in San Antonio. Not just the hottest August, but the hottest month ever recorded. And our records go back to the late 1800s. And you look at the summer in general, and you see how hot it was, all those triple-digit days, above average days, lack of rainfall as well. And it was the hottest summer on record. There's our 100-degree day count if you're keeping tally, 64. We continue to add to it. 75 at 7 a.m. tomorrow. By noon, we're at 96 degrees. A lot of sunshine. 4 o'clock, 100. 5 o'clock, 101 for the high temperature. So we'll make it 65 triple-digit days tomorrow. Bernie, 97. Comfort, 99. Stinson on the south side, 102. Divine, Poteet, 101 for the high temperatures. And you look ahead, sunny, dry conditions are going to continue. Unfortunately, we don't see a change in our weather pattern and no even sight of a cold front or the possibility of one getting close to us within the next 10 days. Of course, when there is even a glimmer of hope, I will be here to let you know. Oh yeah, baby. I have to say this hot, dry summer has been good for one thing. And that is drying out my rubble to relic wood. If you think back, you have to, in order to, work with the wood, it's got to get to a moisture content of 10% or less. Learned that from Santa Jim. And you'll see with my moisture meter as I probe all around that wood, that one there from Adonis Drive in Timberwood Park from the ice storm here. You see it's all just under 10%. So this is good. So if there's any consolation to this hot, dry, sunny summer, it's drying out that wood. Now that log there is actually from Hurricane Ian when I went to the recovery effort with my in-laws to help them out with their flooded home. And so they don't even know about it yet, but I'm gonna make that thermometer as a piece of oak that I picked up. There was plenty of rubble to choose from. That's why it's labeled KG for Kelly Green's, their neighborhood. Okay, I do have a winner. See that thermometer right there in the background? Yes, we have a winner today out of San Antonio. It is Laura Friello of San Antonio. Just sent you an email. Go to KSAT.com/thermometer to enter the drawing. But I got a lot of work ahead of me. I'm working on a few other things we'll get into as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, looks like your work is piling up.
Always lucky to be here on the 6 o'clock newscast with you guys. But when you got
But on a
Thermi Thursday.
Wow.
Appreciate that,
You
Adam.
would miss this if you weren't here. We'll be right back. In the buzz today, it's not a world record, but this sunflower in New York, it's getting a lot of attention. Michelle Bush's neighbors are fascinated by the 13-foot tall bloom behind her apartment.
Now, Bush has been growing the bright yellow flowers for years and plants seeds cultivated from the previous year's flowers. This sunflower is the tallest she has ever grown, but it would need another 17 feet to beat the world record.
That is wild.
All right, one bar in Milwaukee is doing its part to build some rivalry with the New York Jets. Patrons at Jack's American Pub drink free anytime the Jets lose a game this season, but there's a lot of hype about the Jets, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, okay, so why the hate here, right? It's because Aaron Rodgers and 2 wide receivers left the Green Bay Packers to join the Jets, so call it a little revenge. The bar's management company says it's all in good fun, though, and it's meant to stir up some excitement.
Refreshing revenge.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of business, too. We'll be right back.
The Golden Bachelor. Sorry, it just catches my attention every time. Tomorrow, 102 in Pleasanton and Carrizo Springs, 99 in Kerrville.
You know you're going to be watching.
I totally am. Yes.
I know you are.
I'm in.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us.